Hi everyone, and welcome back to Emily Moon English. This video is part of my Unlocking English Vocabulary series. And today we're going to talk about how to use flashcards to study and learn vocabulary. So if you don't know what a flashcard is, it's basically a piece of paper, small like this, and on one side you would write a new word that you're trying to learn. And on the other side, you would usually write what it means. And then you would use the flashcard to help you study. So you would quiz yourself, try to remember, and then check your answer. If you're like me, you may have tried using flashcards to study in the past, but maybe it didn't work very well. It's probably because you're not using flashcards in the most effective way. So in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to use flashcards to remember more vocabulary and improve your language learning. Although this channel is Emily Moon English for English learning, this video about using flashcards can be used for any language you're trying to learn. It can even be used in your first language if you're trying to learn more advanced vocabulary. So let's get started. So like I said, the typical way to use a flashcard is to have the word on one side and some writing on the other to help you learn. Now, for this example, I chose the word mitigate because it's a word that I think is pretty advanced and I've seen come up a lot in the news lately. So I chose this as our example. Notice how when I wrote on the front and the back, you can't see through to the other side. This is important because you don't want to see the answers while you're trying to quiz yourself. So don't write with too dark of a pen. And I had said that on the back of a flashcard, you can write the definition, but there are other things you can write too to help you learn even more. On my flashcards, I like to write the definition and the word families and a sample sentence. So what are word families? For many words, there is a noun, adjective, verb, and or adverb form of that word. So if you include more than one example from a word family on your flashcard, this can help to expand your vocabulary and how much you can recognize when you're listening or studying or reading something. And like I said, at the bottom, I like to include a sentence with the word in it. I can see it used in context. That helps me remember it better than just reading the definition. Other things you can add to your flashcards, but I don't have on this card, are synonyms and antonyms, which are words that have the same meaning or opposite meanings, or even the pronunciation. Another thing you can add to your flashcards if you have space is a drawing. I like to do this sometimes because I'm a visual learner. That means I learn best when I see something. So sometimes I'll put a little picture down in the corner to help me remember. The thing I love most about flashcards is there's something that you make for yourself. You can change them to fit exactly what you need as you're studying. You know yourself best. Make them for yourself so they fit with your learning goals. There are lots of resources online to make electronic flashcards, but personally, I like to write them out myself. I find that that helps me learn better and remember what I wrote more than if I just type the definition. There's something about writing the definitions with my hands that helps it stick in my mind better. But everyone's different, so figure out which style works best for you. As a quick note, if you're wondering how many flashcards to make or use, I would recommend about 20 a week. Don't go more than that or you'll get overwhelmed. Take those 20 or so cards and study them randomly. That's why I like having them on paper, because I can just leave them somewhere and then when I see them, I'll pick them up and study really quick and then put them back down. I like to study throughout the day for about a week before moving on to another set. Okay, and once you have your set of cards that you made with the best information to help you study, here are some ways you can quiz yourself. It can be really boring to just look at the card, remember the definition, look at the back, check yourself. That could work, but it might not be the best way for you to learn. That's why the more information you include when you make your flashcards, the more you can quiz yourself on. You can look at the word and think of all of the word family examples, or look at the word and try to make a sentence. Not the one that you wrote down, try to make a new sentence. Use it in a meaningful way. This means you're actually using the language and not just looking back and forth between a definition that you've memorized. These are all ways to just make it a little more fun and a little more challenging than just memorizing the definition. So in summary, flashcards are a tried and true method that's been around for so long, but they can have a great benefit as you study. If you like using flashcards, or if you learned something new from this video, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what kind of information you like to include on your flashcards. And if you're new here, please subscribe for more English learning tips. And if you'd like me to make more videos about unlocking English vocabulary, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video inspired you to start using flashcards in your studying. And as always, keep learning. Bye-bye.